Hi everyone, I hope you are well. It's been a while. I'm sorry I've been a bit MIA. Hopefully I can commit to doing some more long form videos for you to enjoy. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. I love all my subscribers very much, so thank you for sticking around. I am going to be talking about hard gel today, so all my opinions are honest. I know hard gel is a bit of a trend at the moment, so I thought I would cover the hard gels that I have used. If you see me looking down, it's just because I'm checking my notes. I have quite a lot of them, quite a lot of stuff to cover today, so hopefully you enjoy. Sit back, put your feet up, have a nice drink, and we'll get into it. So hard gel is just that. It's hard, it's not flexible. It's probably the closest thing you can get next to acrylic. It's file off only. Now this can be a bit intimidating to begin with. It was for me, but once you try it, it's actually a lot simpler than you think. So don't be scared of the file off only part. It can be used for extending the nails or just overlays. Great for creating thin but strong nails. So you don't want to be applying it too thick, otherwise you're going to run into other problems. So all the hard gels I am showing today have been applied under the same conditions. So it was quite a warm room, which means they were easier to use. Temperature will affect your hard gel just like it would affect your acrylic or your builder gel, and it will affect the viscosity, so you can see the self-leveling qualities of each hard gel accurately. So the first hard gel I'm going to be talking about is Nail Order. Theirs is called Duragel, which is a very clever name, I must say. So the original formula is the one I'm going to be covering today. There are several different ones. They have their original, then there's OG Light, and then there is the -4 formula. So let's start out with the original Duragel. So the original one is £30 and you get 25 grams in the pot. You have a wonderful colour range. There's different colours in each range though, so you will need to double check before you buy anything. They're good for overlays or natural nails. You can also extend with forms or tips. No base coat is required. So this is one of my points of contention with hard gel. A lot of them claim that no base coat is required. However, my training states that you should always use base coat. And I have found my adhesion and my retention is better when I use a base coat. So up to you. The formula doesn't require it, so see how you get on. You could try both ways. So self-leveling, one of the claims is that it self-levels beautifully. It's low heat, so again, as long as you're not applying it too thickly, you should get no heat spikes. It's file off. It does contain HEMA, but it's less than 5%. This doesn't bother me because I'm not applying it to clients or anyone that has a HEMA allergy. Something to bear in mind. HEMA is not the devil, it's just an adhesion chemical. It's made in the UK and it also contains a built-in top coat, so that will speed up any of your treatments. Here's the colour Vogue. It's a very pretty natural colour. So you can see from my really bad application of the hard gel, their self-leveling qualities are really good. I do really like this hard gel. I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. It was the first hard gel I tried and I did really struggle to begin with, but if you kind of warm it up a little bit in between your legs, it works lovely. So a quick note for the other formulas, as I said before, there's OG Light, which is a thinner viscosity but the same formula as the OG Duragel, and then you have they're -4, all can come in pots. They're all 25 grams and they are all the same price. The -4 is free from HEMA, HPMA, IBOA and DiHEMA, so 4 of the main allergens. The next hard gel I'm going to be talking about is Hona Express. So again, similar to Nail Order, they have different formulas. This is just the one that I have tried. So it's £37.20 and it comes in a 30ml container, so reasonably priced. It's the thinnest viscosity formula they do, and it acts as a base and a top coat. So the idea, Express, you don't need to apply any base coat. You just put their Pure Bond on, which is their primer, cure that, and then go in with your hard gel. So if the client wasn't having any colours or art on top, it would just be the application and you'd be done. So in theory, very quick. So no base coat is required, as mentioned before. It's free from HEMA, HPMA, ABOA and dihema. And it's crafted in the USA, but they package it in Wales. I find this hard gel really easy to use. The viscosity is very nice and thin. It's very beginner friendly, and I think the packaging is great. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. The other formulas to mention are their core formula. That is a medium to thick viscosity, and it's £36. You still get 30 mils, but it's slightly thicker. And they also have fibre, which is £38.40 for 30 mils, and it's infused with 10% fiberglass, and it's a much thicker viscosity. So they have a good colour range as well, and I really like that their pots have caps rather than foil. It's a lot less messier and there's a lot less leakages. The final hard gel I will be talking about today is Dali Grow Gel. Now this comes in pots and bottles, which is interesting. Personally, I think the viscosity is a bit too thick for the bottles, but that is just down to general preference. They have a good colour range and they are free from HEMA and IBOA. You do need a base coat with this one, which is interesting because they're the only one that state to use a base coat, whereas I would just use one anyway from habit. So in the bottle you get 10 mils and it will cost you £11.82, or you can get a pot which is 20 mils and it costs £21. So similar with the other hard gels, you can use it to extend using forms or tips, or you can just use a natural overlay, and it is a non-soak-off formula. I really like the pigmentation of this product, but I think it's just too thick for a bottle. So because I only have a bottle, I'll give it 6 out of 10, but it does self-level really nice. So as I mentioned previously, hard gel is a little bit scary, a little bit intimidating to begin with because of the viscosity of them. They look really thick and gloopy, but once you get the hang of it, or once you've done a course, you'll love it, I promise. It's personally my favourite to have on my nails, just because I like them a little bit longer. I think thin but strong nails is the way forward, so give it a go. Let me know what you think. Have you tried any of these hard gels? Will you try any of these hard gels? Or are there any others that you love and would like to recommend? Please let me know. Hit that subscribe button, give me a like, and I will see you soon. Bye.